Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. It's Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and today we are going to do duck races to decide who wins Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. So here's the thing. We're going to go through all the wild card games, all the divisional games, the NFC, AFC Championship, and then we're going to go into the Super Bowl. I'm going to tell you with the Ducks who is going to win Super Bowl 58. If you don't know what the AFC playoff picture looks like, it looks like this. The Baltimore Ravens, they get the early bye. They're the number 1 seed. Then it's the Bills, the Chiefs, the Texans, Browns, Dolphins, Steelers is how it rounds out. On the NFC, the 49ers, they get the bye. Then it's Cowboys, Lions, Bucks, Eagles, Rams, and the Green Bay Packers. If you're wondering, Mitch, what are the games for this weekend? Well, luckily, I got you covered. Browns at Texans, Dolphins at Chiefs. Those are the Saturday games. Steelers at Bills, Packers at Cowboys, Rams at Lions. Those are the Sunday games. Eagles at Bucks, Monday Night Football, Ravens, Niners on the bye. So my question to the nation and my question to anybody that tunes into today's show, because I have a feeling we're going to get more than just Raider fans, it's time to look into your crystal balls. What do they look like? Who wins Super Bowl 58 at Allegiant Stadium, the best stadium in the NFL, the best stadium on the planet? Who wins Super Bowl 58? I want to know from all of you down in the comments section. It's Browns at Texans, the 5 seed against the 4 seed, going down here in the wild card round. And I got a question for everybody that comes across this video. Who you got? If you're going to go with the Cleveland Browns, type CLE. If you're going to go with the Houston Texans, I want you to type HOU to decide who's going to end up winning this game. We are going to be doing a duck race here on the Raiders Report. So I need to know, Texans, Browns, let's get this race going right now here, Raiders Report style. Browns, Texans, out to an early lead. So that means in the first quarter, the Browns, they got an early lead here in this game. Maybe getting the running game going. Maybe it's a little bit of Joe Flacco getting it going. But you can't sleep on C.J. Stroud. Yeah, but right now it's the Browns. I mean, now you're into the third quarter. Browns have been leading this game the entire way. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Are they going to do it? Wait, C.J. Stroud, 2-minute drill. The Houston Texans. The Houston Texans come away with a big-time victory in this wild card round matchup. All right, the next matchup coming up here is the Miami Dolphins up against the Kansas City Chiefs. You got the 6 seed going up against the 3 seed in Kansas City. Tua up against Patrick Mahomes, which means I got to know who you got. If you're going to go with the Miami Dolphins, I want you to type MIA. If you're going to go with Kansas City, I need you to type KC. Hopefully you got your coats on, because this one, it's going to be a cold one. So let's get this race going right now. You got Kansas City up against Miami and out to an early lead. It is the Chiefs here in the first quarter. Patrick Mahomes starting off to an early game. Maybe Miami's just a little bit cold. Now entering the second quarter, Kansas City's got a lead, but wait, Miami's making a little bit of charge here. Maybe it's all that looks they've been getting on Hard Knocks. Dolphins right now with the lead. Coming into the third quarter, Dolphins with the lead in the third quarter. We're in the fourth quarter territory. Type those 4s. Miami just quite not enough. It looks like Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City comes away with a win. AFC matchup here, the Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the Buffalo Bills. The 7 up against the 2 seed. Both teams that really had to fight their way into the playoffs at the very, very back end to get in. Giggity. Who you got, though? I need to know. Are you going to go with the Steel Curtain, type PIT for the Pittsburgh Steelers, or are you going to go with the Buffalo Bills? I need you to type BUF. I got a lot of family members probably pulling for Buffalo. The winner of this game could decide a lot. Josh Allen up against Mason Rudolph. So let me know who you got. Buffalo, Steelers. Let's get this race going right now. After a lead, it is Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, and they are really putting out their dominance here early on. You can see Stephon Diggs maybe making a big catch. This defense stepping up here a little bit. The Pittsburgh Steelers are nowhere to be found. Where is Mason Rudolph? I got no idea, but wait, you can't sleep on Najee Harris. You can't sleep on Mike Tomlin, right now the longest tenured head coach in the National Football League, 17 years. Steelers with the lead in the fourth quarter. Are they going to blow it? They are not. They are going to get the dub. The Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Buffalo Bills. NFC playoff matchup here. The Green Bay Packers on the road against the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys, you can make an argument, are one of the best teams in the NFL at home. Dak Prescott going up against Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, a team that had 0 Pro Bowlers. So, who you got? If you're going to go with the Green Bay Packers, I need you to type GB. If you're going to roll with the Dallas Cowboys at home, I need you to type DAL. Let's get this race going here. You got Packers, Cowboys, NFC showdown. The Cowboys and Packers, this is an easy, equal game early on here. Dallas got the early lead in the first quarter. Now we're starting to roll here into the second quarter a little bit. Maybe Aaron Jones is getting it going. Maybe this running game's going. Jordan Love's getting hot at halftime. We're tied here at halftime. Into the third quarter, the Packers take an early lead. Are they going to have enough? It doesn't look like it's going to be, but wait, I don't know if the Cowboys are going to have enough, and the Dallas Cowboys get the win up against the Green Bay Packers at home. This matchup I can't wait for. Matthew Stafford going back to Detroit to play his old team. Jared Goff going to play his old team in the Los Angeles Rams, the 6 against the 3 seed. I'm telling you all right now, I'm rooting for the Detroit Lions, but I got to know who you got. If you're going to go with the Los Angeles Rams, I want you to type LAR. If you're going to go with the Detroit Lions, I need you to type DET. To me, this is the game that I'm probably locked into the most, because if there is a team that I want to win the Super Bowl, I'm telling you right now, I want the Detroit Lions to win, but a lot of revenge games going on. So, who you got? The Detroit Lions up against the Los Angeles Rams here in this matchup. Rams, Lions, let's get this one going on right now here at Ford Field. Lions get out to an early lead with Jared Goff. Probably getting that running game established here a little bit. David Montgomery, maybe it's Jahmyr Gibbs. Who knows? Amon-Ra St. Brown, one of the most underappreciated receivers in the league. This one going into halftime, though, it's Lions early on, but you can't sleep on Matthew Stafford. You can't sleep on this game. In the third quarter, it's still Lions with the lead. Oh, wait, but it's the Rams. No, quick turnover. Are the Lions going to get the dub? The Detroit Lions get the win, and they advance, which means the final game here in the NFC coming up right now. Philadelphia Eagles up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The 5-seed Eagles, who've been struggling a little bit, up against Baker Mayfield and the 4-seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This game is on Monday, and I got to know who you got. If you're going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles, I need you to type PHI. If you're going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, give me some TBs down below. Even though Philadelphia is on the road, they're going to be the favorites here in this game. So who we got? Eagles, Bucks. Let's get this game going right now here. Eagles, Bucks out to a very neck-and-neck type of game. I mean, this one's going back and forth. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they got the lead here at the end of the first quarter. Rolling in here close to halftime. The Bucks have the lead at home up against the struggling Eagles. Will they be able to get it going here? Only time will tell. After the third quarter, Tampa Bay still with the lead, but the Philadelphia Eagles are just showing that they are a physical football team. We're getting close here to the 2-minute warning. Philadelphia comes away with the win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they're going to survive to advance to the next round. Coming up here next on the show, the NFC Divisional Games. So if you enjoyed what we just did there, we're about to do the exact same thing. That's coming up right here on the Raiders Report. Let's now get into the divisional rounds here. You got Steelers at Ravens after Pittsburgh's big upset over the Buffalo Bills. Texans at the Chiefs. I think we're a little bit nervous about this one. Lions at the Cowboys, and then the Philadelphia Eagles up against the San Francisco 49ers. Divisional round matchup now. The Pittsburgh Steelers up against the Baltimore Ravens. Let me know who you got. Type PIT for the Pittsburgh Steelers or type BAL for the Baltimore Ravens. A little bit of a revenge game potentially for Baltimore, who lost to Pittsburgh in Week 18 in a very rainy game. So please let me know down below who you got. Let's get into it right now. A little AFC North action. Ravens, Steelers out to an early lead here by just a field goal. It looks like it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. And after the first quarter, Steelers with a clear lead. Mike Tomlin up against Harbaugh. We'll see how this one ends up going down. Here at halftime, though, we're tied up tied at halftime. Baltimore now takes the lead in the third quarter. Are they going to have enough to keep away Mason Rudolph? Only time will tell. Looks like the Pittsburgh Steelers are making a charge. The Steelers take down the Baltimore Ravens and come away with a big-time win. Next matchup coming up here is the Houston Texans up against the Kansas City Chiefs. Let me know who you got. Type HOU for the Houston Texans or type KC for the Kansas City Chiefs. Both teams won their division, but what will this matchup end up looking like? You got KC, you got Houston. Houston traveling to the Chiefs. Here we go. Let's get this matchup going right now. Kansas City out to an early lead to get this one. I'm guessing that they got the ball to start this game. Then the Houston Texans, right? They're hanging really, really tough right now with Kansas City. Coming in here close to halftime, it looks like the Texans got the early lead here at halftime, but the only way you beat Kansas City is if you win in the second half. We'll see if they're able to hold off Andy Reid. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. Kansas City takes the lead, but wait, maybe the Texans got a little left in them. Maybe the Texans got a little left in them. They do not. The Kansas City Chiefs come away with the win over the Houston Texans. All right, y'all, coming up next here is going to be the NFC Divisional Games here on the Raiders Report. We just went through, we did the AFC, and now we are going to get into the NFC matchups coming up right now here on the Raiders Report. We good? Coming up right now on the Raiders Report. All right, let's go. Cowboys, Lions action. If you're going to go with Dallas, type DAL. If you're going to go with the Detroit Lions, I need a DET down below. This is going to be an extremely heavily watched game. I almost feel like I'm on Thanksgiving morning watching Cowboys, Lions, getting this one going. All right, here we go. Lions, Cowboys. This one is off, and it is away. My fiance, she's a Cowboys fan. The Lions, though, is the team that I will be rooting for here in this matchup. And out to this start, it's been all Cowboys early on. They do have the lead at halftime. However, it's the Cowboys. Can you really trust them as the season goes on? I mean, this game is tied in the third quarter. It's who wants it more in the fourth. Who wants it more in the fourth quarter? Cowboys take the lead. Lions had the lead early on, but it looks like it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys with the win up against the Detroit Lions. Next matchup coming up here on the show, Eagles-Niners. This is a big, big matchup, and might be even a little bit of a rivalry, some would say, because of the matchup that they had in the NFC Championship last year. Eagles type PHI. If you're going to go with the San Francisco 49ers, though, give me an SF down below. Eagles, Niners, let's get this one going here. This is going to be a physical football game. The Philadelphia Eagles get out to an early lead here in this ball game, but obviously you can't sleep on the San Francisco 49ers. Are going to try to beat you up. At halftime, Niners with the lead here by a field goal. However, third quarter action getting going now. Niners with a little bit of a lead, but fourth quarter now, Eagles with the lead. I don't know who's going to win this one. Eagles, Niners. The San Francisco 49ers come away with a win here in this matchup. So, Niners get the dub over the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming up here on the show, our NFC Championship game, which this one's going to be an absolute doozy. The conference championship matchups are as follows. In the NFC, it's the Dallas Cowboys on the road up against the San Francisco 49ers. And for the AFC, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road up against the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go, Cowboys, Niners. Probably the worst case scenario for what I would have wanted in this matchup. But hey, it is what it is. The duck races, they're totally random. Who you got? Type DAL for the Dallas Cowboys or type SF for the San Francisco 49ers. Here we go. This is going to be a hell of a matchup. Tough football game here. 49ers, they're going to get the ball to start. The Cowboys defense, don't sleep on them. Tied after the first quarter. We'll see who's able to take the lead going into halftime. Right now, the Cowboys, they got a touchdown lead up against the Niners at halftime. Cowboys with a 10-point lead. Cowboys with a 13-point lead. But wait, is Dallas going to collapse? The Niners tied it up in the third quarter. It's fourth quarter action. Niners with the lead, and the 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. Niners are going to the Super Bowl, and they will play the winner of Steelers and the Chiefs. Steelers, Chiefs, AFC Championship game. Let me know who you got. Are you going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers, type PIT, or are you going to roll with the Kansas City Chiefs? I want you to type KC. It looks like the Steelers are really putting on their Terry Bradshaw costumes in this one. And it looks like Kansas City is wearing their costumes as well. Here we go. We got this game going on right now. Pittsburgh, they've been playing good football. You got to give Mason Rudolph here a little bit of credit. Gets out to an early lead here in the first quarter, but you can't sleep on Andy Reid in Kansas City, and it looks like that they're going to come away with a lead here at halftime. Right now up by, I'm going to say 10, maybe 7 points. However, looks like Kansas City's fall back a little bit. Pittsburgh with the lead in the fourth quarter. Are they going to have enough to hold them off? Come on, Pittsburgh. Come on, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh with the win. 49ers, Steelers, Super Bowl 58. We're going to decide here who's going to come away with that Lombardi trophy. Coming up here on the Raider Sport, Super Bowl 58 at Allegiant Stadium. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the San Francisco 49ers. This game is going to be going down on February 11th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Jeremy Chuggs and I, we will be live for this game. So if you want to tune in and have a good time with us, guess what? Hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. So who you got? If this was the Super Bowl, are you going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers, or are you going to go with the Niners? I mean, Pittsburgh here, they've been having a hell of a run. Upset after upset after upset. They are playing hot, hot football. So this one, we're going to go for a minute here. Super Bowl 58, Steelers, Niners. Let's get this one going. Niners out to their first drive. However, they get stopped early. Pittsburgh Steelers now, they're going to go down their first drive. They're going to get some points here on the board. Steelers got the lead after the first quarter here in Super Bowl 58. Pittsburgh still with the lead here in the second quarter, but the Niners, they get the ball. And now they're going to go down the field. They march, they score, they put some points up on the board. Niners look like that they're going to go into halftime here. Super Bowl 58 with the lead. Now, Niners got the lead here in the third quarter, up by about a touchdown. And they're holding that lead right now. It's a back and forth type of football game. Are they going to be able to hang on to it, though, and get a win? Fourth quarter time. Niners up by a field goal. Pittsburgh, though, starting to creep in. Pittsburgh takes the lead. Super Bowl 58. Who's going to win? Steelers falling back. The Niners put up a touchdown. And the San Francisco 49ers are Super Bowl champions. The Niners are your winners of Super Bowl 58. There you go. Again, man, we don't do anything here. We just let the Ducks decide. Congratulations to Chase Senior and to the San Francisco 49ers. For more videos like you watched here today, hopefully you hit that subscribe button here on the show. If you're looking for updates, maybe you're a Raiders fan around the Las Vegas Raiders, make sure you guys give me a follow on IG. Make sure you give me a follow on Twitter as well, at Mitchell Renz 365. And if you want to watch a lot of these playoff games live with me and live with our entire Chat Sports crew, we're doing watch parties for every single playoff game here at Chat Sports, which is at that link down below. It's also you're gonna be able to find it down in the comments and down in the description of today's show. And the video that you're watching right now is here on the Raiders Report. So make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you join Jeremy Chuggs and I for all of our playoff games here on the Raiders Report.